Hey guys, and good morning, and welcome to day one of our squat and summer salad challenge. I wanted to take today and kind of introduce you to squats and lunges and step ups kind of as our first workout. Make sure I teach you the right technique so that you don't injure yourself. But along the way, the next 5 days, if you are following me, just do, if it starts to hurt, then don't do it. That's kind of my motto as a physical therapist as well. And most of the trainers will tell you the same thing, that if things start to hurt, if a movement is hurting your back, your knees, then don't do it, or check out your technique, make sure you're doing it the right way, and then kind of move on. Now, soreness is going to be completely expected as we move through these workouts, and they get harder along the week. So make sure that you're not talking about soreness, but true pain, like sharp pain, burning pain, numbness and tingling, those types of things. If you start to have any of those things, then back off and maybe don't do these workouts. So today we're just going to do 3 simple moves. We're going to just do a regular squat. I'm going to show you the technique. We're going to do lunges, and we're going to do step ups, because as we're doing these squats and different leg exercises, we're really trying to kind of tone your booty or all your glute muscles. Okay, so today we're going to start simply. You've already done your homework at this point, so you kind of know where you're starting from. We're going to do things for time, because I feel like time is, people can lose track when they're counting. They could just put a timer on their phone or a timer in the microwave in the kitchen, or those types of things. So as we're going to go through these workouts, there's ways to make it harder that I'll show you, but you do not need any equipment at all. You can just use your body weight and get started. So the first one is just a basic squat. So I'm going to step back a little bit and kind of show you that, guys, the technique, and then we're going to do it for 30 seconds. That's all we're going to do for day one. We're going to do 30 seconds of squats, 30 seconds of lunges on the right side, 30 seconds on the left side, and 30 seconds of step ups on each leg. Okay, so I'm not going to do that for the full time for you guys, because I want to keep these videos nice and short, and just let you get to the workouts. So the squats I'm going to show you from the front and from the side. The squats you can make harder by adding, if you have them, you can add a dumbbell. You can add a bag of beans or rice or a gallon of water, anything you want to do to add weight to it. But if you're just getting started with workouts, and you're just going to use your body weight. Okay, so I'm going to step back a little bit. So as you're doing a squat, hopefully you can see my feet here, you want your feet shoulder width apart. And when you squat, I'll show you from the side, you want to think about sitting back in a chair. So you're sticking your booty out and kind of keeping your knees over your feet. Okay, I can't go down too far because I'm kind of working with an ankle injury right now, but you're going to stick your booty out, chin stays up, chest stays up. Okay, so just kind of down and up, and we're going to do that. You can add a weight, you can add some arm exercises if you want, you can do some curls, but you're just going to set your timer and do that for 30 seconds. The big thing is making sure as you go down that your knees don't go over your toes. So that's our first one. So that's just regular basic squats on day one. So the next thing I'm going to show you is a lunge. So lunges are really great for working your whole upper leg and your glutes. So same thing when you're doing any kind of squat or lunge. You never want your knee to go forward over your toe. It can put a lot of stress on your knee joint and those ligaments. So when you're doing a lunge, you can do them a couple different ways. The way I'm going to show you guys is just we're going to start on my left leg. I'm going to go forward and backwards. So you can put your hands here, you can put them out here for balance. You can kind of do them up near a wall if you need to. You don't need any weight, but if you want to add weight, you could add dumbbells, or again, cans of soup or water bottles or something to make them harder. So we're going to go forward, lunge, backward, lunge, all on the same leg. Forward, lunge, backward, lunge. And we're going to do that for 30 seconds on each side. Then we're going to switch legs, and we're going to do forward, lunge, backward, lunge. And again, when you're going forward or backwards, you don't want that knee to go forward over your foot. Okay? So that's exercise 3. So far we've done squats for 30 seconds. We've done lunges on the left side and lunges on the right side. Now the last one we're going to do today for day one is just simply a step up. Now my daughter does gymnastics, so I have this workout mat that I'm going to show you. You can use a step stool. You can use a stair, like a stair going up to your second floor into your house. Get creative and use what you guys have at your house. You could probably use a cinder block. I'm trying to think what else you could use, but you get the point. So just use whatever you have around the house. And let me move this a little bit back here so I don't bump into that. So what we're going to do here simply, guys, is we're going to step up with the right leg's up. You're stepping up and down. Now ways to make this harder is the same thing. You can add weight. You can add cans of soup. You can add water bottles. Anything that you can think of to just add weight to yourself. If you have a bag of play sand or a bag of mulch or anything like that sitting around, you could do that. Sort of stepping up and stepping down. Now, if you have the ability to make the step higher, like if you have an old step bench, that's perfectly fine. Like from the step aerobic days, you can make it as high as you want. We're just gonna do that for 30 seconds. Now, ways to make that harder, you could stand on the side of the step. I don't have this bar up here, and just kind of go down and tap like this, kind of working that glute if you want to make it harder. Okay, but this is day one, so we're kind of starting easy. So just to wrap up to day one, guys, we're going to do 30 seconds of squats. You can do it with weight or without weight. We're going to do lunges. We're going to go back and forward, both sides, 30 seconds each side. And then we're going to do step-ups. So you're going to go up and down with the right 30 seconds, and then on the left 30 seconds. So all this should take about less than 5 minutes, and just starting to work on your booty and your glutes. So we'll see you on day 2. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. Can't wait for you guys to continue on the next 4 days.